Dave, yesterday and honestly the last few weeks with talking to Blake Snell, he's talked about just how much information he likes to take in before each start. What have you learned from him in his pitching style, as information he likes to take in as he prepares for his outing that kind of maybe stands out to you about him that maybe you didn't know before managing him?
I think I've learned that he does a good job with his homework. He has his own process. Very well prepared, but takes in information from Mark and the catchers, and but really is very well prepared, and he understands how much he needs versus being overloaded.
Across the aisle, right up front.
Hi, Dave. With all the reasons that your team has for wanting to win another World Series, do you think the Alex Vesia situation is another reason this team is going to play for him right now?
It's certainly on our hearts, and we miss him, and we'll be thinking about him. And certainly, he's a part of this, and it's just even more motivation. Yes.
And right in the next row.
Hey, Dave. During the celebration after winning last year's World Series, you said, let's get ready to run this thing back. Now this is that opportunity, that first day where you're trying to run it back. Describe the pressure you feel right now.
None whatsoever. I think that, right now, our only focus is winning tonight. And I mean that wholeheartedly. That's the only thing that we care about right now. And so it's a big game. It's going to be a fun crowd. Our guys are prepared, and that's something I said certainly close to a year ago, and we're in a position to do that. But, we got to win 4 games. So right now, let's take care of business, and then we'll see where it all falls out.
Fourth row on your left, Doc. Sonia.
Dave, just wanted to clarify, Vesia being off the roster, is he out for the World Series at this point?
You know what? I think, Sonia, that's probably the most likely, unless something unforeseen happens. That's kind of what we're anticipating.
And, obviously the human side of this is kind of bigger than the baseball side, but he's been used in so many big situations for you. How do you kind of replace that with your current bullpen?
Yeah, we have a lot of viable options, and I don't know what situation will present itself, but I trust all the guys. I really do, and guys are gonna have to step up. But Alex is certainly going to be missed.
We'll stay over there with Jack.
Just one more to clarify on that. Did you guys consider putting him on like the family medical leave list at all, or was it just he wasn't going to be able to come back even if you did do that?
I think we exhausted a couple of different options, but just considering, obviously what he's going through, and baseball is certainly on the back burner. So I just think that's kind of the right, process. I think that we as an organization was probably the best way to handle it. And to be quite honest, I don't know a lot of what went into it.
And then this Blue Jays lineup has the lowest whiff rate in the postseason. Your rotation has the highest. Like, how do you see that dynamic playing out, and does it alter what your pitchers kind of need to do to keep having the success they've had this month?
Doesn't alter. They're aggressive early. Then with 2 strikes, they find a way to put the ball in play. We've got to make quality pitches early in the count. That's kind of what it boils down to.
Go to Kirsten.
Just with going with Will Klein, putting Edgardo Henriquez back on the roster, what have you been seeing from Will, whether during the stay hot time, in between series? What have you been seeing from him? And then what do you like about Edgardo in this matchup?
Well, I like Will because it's a plus fastball. It's a good curveball, good slider, and it's something that these guys haven't seen. And then Edgardo, it's velocity, it's a slider, it's a sinker. There's a cut fastball in there, and so just something to continue to try to keep a couple of those right-hand hitters at bay.
Go to the fourth row on your left, Fabian.
Yeah, Dave, sort of following up on that. I mean, Vlad is such a big presence in that lineup. How much pressure does this put on you guys finding some more success out of your right-handed relievers?
It's certainly one of the best hitters in the game, swinging a hot bat. I think what it comes down to is trying to get those guys out in front of him. if Vlad comes up with guys in scoring position, guys on base, then it certainly makes a job for any pitcher tough. So you just got to really lock in on those first couple guys and try to keep guys off base when he comes up to bat.
And then, just as a baseball observer, when did Trey Savage first pop up on your radar, and how remarkable was it for a guy like that, for that few big league starts, to be starting Game 1 of a World Series?
Yeah, I think it was against the Yankees. Just seeing the stuff, the split, kind of learning about it. He's got a good way about him, a confidence, and that's the first I heard of him.
The two last ones, Jake on your left.
No Tanner Scott on the roster. Was that a medical-related decision or performance-related?
More medical. The medical has, not allowed for him to have the ramp up. And as he's thrown a couple bullpens, it just wasn't quite there. And so I think that for us, the cost of potential, injury, and betting on the upside of how quick this thing came about, I think it's just ultimately bad timing, unfortunately.
All right, Dave, thanks so much. Enjoy the
All right.
night.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Andrew's on his way.